state. Have you ever wanted to design the 51st state? The 51st state. I've thought of a way to carve a 51st state out of Kentucky that will be a bulwark of sanity against right-wing extremism. And here it is. Here's how I'm going to design it. In Colorado, the oil and gas industries wanted to design their own state. They wanted to carve their own state out of Colorado. It would be a 51st state. It would be like a special right-wing state. I'm going to carve a state out of Kentucky. So it would be a cool state. That's right. I'm going to carve a cool state out of Kentucky to make Kentucky even cooler. There's a website called Dave's Redistricting. And we're going to carve a state that the Republicans would be strongly favored to lose. This is the Dave's Redistricting website. And this, my friends, that's the election results for Kentucky in the 2008 presidential election right there. Broken down by precinct. See that? But I'm going to carve a state that I'm in that, here's a state that would be one of the Republicans' worst states would be this. And remember, this is 2008. So some of these districts have actually turned blue since then. In 2012, a couple of these precincts turned blue. Like that precinct turned blue. This precinct turned blue. Right there. We're going to start in Dayton. See, we're going to start in Dayton. And it's got to be contiguous. So, okay. So we can't include that part. It's too much trouble to include that precinct in Southgate there. Well, I don't want to include those. But we can't include that district in Southgate, that precinct in Southgate there. There's that blue precinct in Southgate. It's too much trouble to try to get it. So, okay, so there's some blue in Southgate and some blue down there in Highland Heights. Okay, so Highland Heights and Southgate have some blue. But it's too much trouble to get them, so we're going to have to go with this. Even Kenton Vale is blue. See that? We're going to include that precinct along the river there. Okay, so far, now here's the tough part, is getting through this stuff right here. Okay, we can't include that stuff in Erlanger and Ellesmere either because it's too hard to get to. We have to include a bunch of now this is going to be the tough part because right now the Republicans are trailing. Okay, in the 2008 election, Obama would have won that area by about 21 percentage points. Okay, but then we have to add this to get the really good parts. We have to add this, and this is gonna really hurt adding this part. You have to add all the precincts up the river all the way down to Louisville. And we go through Boone County, and that's the part that hurts. See? And we can't even get the areas like there's this blue area in Erlanger, Ellesmere, and Florence that we can't get because it wouldn't even be worth getting because. Okay. But then it gets bluer again. We get Warsaw. There's a big blue area on Warsaw. And there's an even bigger blue area on Carrollton. And at this point, Obama would have beaten McCain by less than 1 percentage point. So we need to blueing it up a little bit, and we're going to by picking up Carrollton. And now some areas that really hurt. Oh, Oldham County. This one's going to hurt. Well, this doesn't have the 2012 results, which would improve in the urban areas, but it would get worse in the rural areas. So we have to have something more compact if this had the 2012 results. Now here's the good part. Here's the part we need. Louisville. Okay. Now our 51st state that we're making. Now Obama leads McCain by 18 percentage points. See? We've managed to form an Obama stronghold in Kentucky. So we fill all these in right there. Okay, now Obama's leading by 36 percentage points. We've now formed a state that runs from northern Kentucky down to Louisville that Obama would have won by 36 percentage points. Isn't that neat? We can do that using this map, using this website. It's called Dave's Redistricting. See, and even if you fill in the rest of Louisville, he still wins by this is by no means complete. He's still ahead by 32 points, but we haven't extended it to Lexington yet. Okay. Now there's okay. Now see, we now have an area big enough to be a state, formed out of Kentucky, that Obama has won by 32 percentage points. But we haven't extended it to Lexington, though, like I wanted it to do. And that area is big enough to be a state. It has about as many people as the state of Wyoming has, roughly. And if we extend it to Lexington, we have even more. Though Obama would only win it by about 20 points, though. So see, that's how you form a cool state. That's how you can carve your state into a cool state. That's right. One that the Republicans will lose.